Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a bit of like a little workout vlog. I've got Darcy with me, she's behind the camera. Hey guys. Yeah, so we're gonna head to the gym in a second and just basically have a little glute workout. It's kind of what I do coming into summer, so I've added like abs and some cardio as well at the end of it. It's the same workout as usual, but I've just sort of like slightly altered it more for summer and more for also like keeping the glutes, because obviously we're in a cut right now, so once you start eating less, it is harder to maintain your muscle mass. So obviously I've changed a few things around, but nothing crazy. It's mainly just adding some abs in, which I should be doing year round really, but sometimes I just don't have time to do abs. But at the moment I'm making them more of a priority because I do want more definition on my stomach. So we're gonna go to the gym and do that today. And I've also got a bunch of Alphalete to show you. I'm going to show you that after the workout though, maybe tomorrow. But this is one of the outfits launching. All of the like time and date and everything will be on the screen. It's the 17th, so it's this Saturday. Actually, this video is going live on the Saturday, so it's actually exactly 1 hour after this video goes live is when the launch is. So if it's been an hour since I've posted this, the things are already live, so you could already shop this entire outfit. This is kind of like my favorite little outfit that they're launching really. We've got the Amplify shorts, which are always the most flattering shorts. We've also got lots of full length tees. Thank the heavens. Finally, some full length tees. And I've just got, this is like an older bra that I've got under just because I thought it was like cute matchy. But they've also got other bras in this exact colorway that you can put here instead. Don't forget that the code BELA, Bela, just one L, don't misspell my name, will save you a whole 10% off on your entire order from anywhere in the world, at any time, anywhere, 10% off with the code BELA. So don't forget that. I've got some super cute bits launching this Saturday, so definitely have a little look on the website, see if you fancy anything, and I will give a bigger review further into the video. But as for right now, let's go head to the gym. I am going to do a voiceover with it because this gym in particular just has super loud music. So even with trying to do a voice, like, you know, speaking to the mic, it's just not going to work. It's going to be screeching in there. And then we'll take you along on today with us because it's just me and Darcy today. We're just doing some work. Obviously Darcy is my new YouTube editor. Ah, everyone clap for Darcy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see you all at the gym. Bye. So as per usual, I always foam roll, and this really gets your muscles just prepped and primed and ready to work out. I really like doing this to prevent basically having any knots and any problematic things happen, because I've obviously been injured in the past, like many years ago. I have learned my lesson, okay? So I always do some dynamic stretching, I always foam roll before every single glute workout. Especially the foam rolling, I really think that makes such a massive difference in my recovery as well, and how quickly I can actually, you know, recover from the DOMs from the gym, and also just gets my muscles truly just like relaxed and ready for the workout. Next up, we go straight into hip thrust. I always say start with your most important exercise, the exercise that targets the exact thing that you want to grow the most. And if your biggest priority is growing your quads, then always start your workout off with a very quad dominant exercise. But as we all know, my biggest priority is absolutely glutes. So of course, I start my workout off every single time with the most important glute workout, the most important glute exercise of all time, which is definitely, undisputably hip thrusts, okay? These are the queen. These will grow your glutes to the size of Jupiter and seriously make the biggest impact, in my opinion. And we want to start off with the best exercise because at the start of the workout is when we have the most energy, our muscles are the least fatigued. So this is when we want to throw in the stuff that we really want to perform the best at and be able to progressively overload the best at. So for me, this is hip thrust. And as you can see here, I kind of work in a bit of a funny way with hip thrust. I do many sets. It's my most important exercise, so we want to throw all of our working sets into hip thrust. And I always start off with some kind of warm-up weight sets. I go into some slightly heavier hip thrusts, and then I go into like my final, you know, the final boss, most heavy hip thrust with less reps. This way, we're actually hitting all of the different rep ranges. So we've hit the 20, we've hit the 15, 12, 8. We've kind of like gone through high reps and low reps where we're really getting the most out of our workout basically, and really targeting, you know, the glutes in many, many, many different ways through hip thrusts. Straight after that, I go into RDLs. This is also a great one for glutes. I really, really, really love this. I wouldn't say it's my favorite exercise ever. I find these very annoying to do, but they do have like huge impact in your glute development and, you know, growing your glutes in the gym. So highly recommend not skipping those. And right after that, I go into lunges. And if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that in every single workout I ever do, there is always a unilateral exercise. This is going to make sure that both sides are even. You really want to make sure each leg, each glute, each individual muscle group is balanced out between both of your legs. So always include a unilateral exercise. And then after that, I actually superset kickbacks with abduction. I just do 3 sets of 20 on each one. Obviously, when it comes to the kickbacks, make sure you're doing 3 sets of 20 on each leg. So I know a few people get confused with like the 3 sets of 20, but then not being specific about which leg. But yeah, make sure you do that on obviously both legs, and then you go into abduction straight afterwards, and then back to cable kickbacks again. And then after that, I just do a little ab superset as well, because we're approaching summer. I want more definition in my stomach, so I've kind of just started throwing in more ab exercises. This is super vital to do all year round, to be honest, but I've been lazy, okay? I've not been doing my ab exercises, but now I definitely am, because I'm trying to catch up from not doing them over winter. And then after that, I just did a few minutes on the Stairmaster, mainly just walking up it, but then at the end, I just did a little sprint for the last 2 minutes or so, just to really tire myself out. Hello, so we have finished the workout. Darcy's here. Hello. But we just got some snacks after the workout, because I kind of want to show you what I get. Typically, if I'm in a rush, can't be bothered to cook, it's just easy and quick. You know, I always like try and do everything like not ultra processed, but sometimes when you're in a pickle, like we have so much work to get done this afternoon as well, so I just don't have time to like sit and make eggs on toast or a good post-workout meal. This is my little haul about what I got after the gym. So obviously protein, I literally just got a random protein drink. Try to avoid these as much as I can. Like I try to obviously get my protein from better sources, eggs, you know, fish, meat, etc. However, we also have lives, like we're also busy, and if, you know, this protein is better than no protein is what I would say. It's probably not going to be as, you know, bioavailable. You're not going to like absorb as much of the protein, but it's still protein at the end of the day. You are still going to, it's still going to go to your muscles, is what I'm trying to say. So I got a coconut. Don't know why I got a coconut. I just was really in the mood for a coconut. So random. Very random, but I was just really in the mood for a coconut. And also amazing hydration. Like there's just, it's the most hydrating thing you can drink other than water. I also got some mangoes. These don't have anything to do with the post-workout meal. The only post-workout meal thing that there is here is the protein drink, but I'm also just hungry, so got some soft mango slices, which are like dried, coconut, and then for dessert, and I'm not having this all to myself, we are sharing it, and Reese will definitely have probably the majority of this, all of them really. We just got some dairy milk brownies because we're on our periods, let's just be real.
It's that time of the month.
It's that time of the month. We are hungry gals. Yes. And you know what? The carbs will go straight to my bunda, so it's all good. Yeah, that is our little haul. And that was obviously the workout. Nothing too crazy different really from what I usually do. However, I will say I have added in some cardio, which you saw at the end, and also abs. I've actually been doing abs every single time I go to the gym, and I pretty much just go to the gym for leg days. I don't really do upper bodies, as you all already know, because there is a reasoning behind that. Like I don't just want to not do it, it's just more so I can make it to the gym at maximum 3 times a week, and my priority is my legs, my abs, my core, you know, a little bit of cardio as well for health and longevity and heart health, etc. I just could not care less about having biceps. Fair enough if you do, like it's absolutely fine. I think technically speaking, I do think it's the right thing to do to train all of your muscles, because you want that balance throughout. So scientifically speaking, I'm technically in the wrong, but at the same time, you know, my back gets trained loads through my RDLs, like lifting the weights and putting them on like the back to the shelf or putting them on my barbell. Like all of these things are still working my upper body muscle. You've just been sat there waiting.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drive now. It's also 100 million degrees
in
this
actually
car.
It's really hot. Can I actually roll down the window? I am roasted. We're gonna head back now and basically work on the video editing with Darcy, because she's gonna edit this video. It's gonna be her first full vlog that she ever edits, and
I'm scared.
The edit you see will be what you're watching now, is what all that Darcy's done pretty much. So congratulations to Darcy. Let's head back and I will speak to you more back at home. Bye. Okay, we are back from the gym. That was actually a pretty decent workout. It's one of my like shorter workouts because I'm like in the middle of my mesocycle right now. If you don't know what a mesocycle is, anyone on my guide will know exactly what I'm on about here. And also, if you do want workouts to follow, I do have a 6-month long glutes plan. So it basically gives you 6 full months of workouts, but then it also teaches you how to build your own workout plans in the future. There's like hours and hours of voice recordings, actually like teaching you why you're doing things. The link is down below in the description box, or it's just at www.belasfitguide.com. Hello. Hi, I'm back. I wanted to show you a few of the little Alphalete bits releasing. I don't have everything with me, but I just kind of wanted to go through some of my favorite pieces because this launch is very colourful. You know what, there's mixed reviews about that because I know that my American girlies love the colour, they love the colourfulness. However, I feel like most of the UK girlies tend to shy away a little bit more from super ultra colourful things. Usually the colour that I like is just not like really in your face type of, for example, I don't typically wear super bright colors like this purple. I don't dislike color. I definitely do like color, but the majority of days when I'm choosing what to wear, I will typically lean towards more grays, beiges, creams, muted greens kind of colors. But I definitely do wear color on an occasion. It's just not something that I reach for as often. That's all. So I do really like this launch, but I'm maybe not the biggest fan of the colors in this launch. There are definitely some colors that I really like, which I will show you in a second. There's like a gray that is just stunning, beautiful. I'll actually insert a photo of it here because I'm wearing it in this like a full little gray set. Love, okay? 10 out of 10. I think that's my favorite outfit of this entire launch in the color wise. I'm wearing the wrap shorts. So they're called wrap shorts because they literally wrap in the front here, if you can see that. Like they kind of wrap there, and they're super comfy. I would say they're very different to the Amplify shorts because these ones feel a lot more like Lululemon Aligns. It's kind of that similar fabric to those but better. I think Lululemon Aligns, they don't wear very well. Like after a few times of wearing it, they bobble everywhere, whereas these do not do that. I really like them. They're not my favorite shorts ever. If I had to pick between Amplify or these, absolutely I will go for Amplify every single time. But that's because you girlies know that Amplify is just, it's just a bit of me, okay? I just love Amplify. I love everything that Amplify comes in. I just love Amplify. Because Amplify is more flattering on the glutes, I would say, is like the biggest thing here. These just don't really do that many favors for the glutes, if in my opinion. Like they are still cute, but they just don't do as much for the bunda, okay? So I still like them, but they're just more of like a comfy, really good short for like low impact sort of activities, or you can still definitely wear them to your leg days, but they're just super comfy, soft, and just lovely to be in, whereas the Amplify can get a little bit uncomfy to be in for too long. So pros and cons, really, it just kind of depends on what you want in a short or out of a legging. And they are coming in the legging versions of these and the Amplify as well. I'll pop it all on the screen for you to see here. I do think that they're super flattering still. They're just not as flattering as the Amplify are going to be. Moving on to this top that we've got here. I really like that they're coming out with more full length things. Is this a true full length? No, it is not. Okay, Alphalete, I need something down to here, okay? I need something that goes all the way to the bottom of my belly, please. But they are definitely getting longer, and I think at anyone below like 5'5", these will kind of like actually hit you pretty much like down here. They just hit me a bit higher because I am 5'7", so I'm obviously on the taller end, and my torso is quite long, so they just don't hit me as full length as they do on some other girls. But I do really still like this top. The name and the colors will be on the screen for you to see. This top is called the Basics Cami Tank. But I do really love it, and I think they are getting so much better at that. Excuse the little star stickers. I do have spots on my chest. I always just put these stickers all over my body. Whenever I get a spot, I'm like, stick it on. And it makes them go so much faster. So if you have like spots anywhere, just stick a little blue star sticker on them, okay? Just search on Amazon, spot stickers. These are fantastic. They like suck all of the gunk out of your, that sounds disgusting, but they actually really do, and they go down a lot faster. Anyways, so yeah, I do really love this tank. The back is super pretty as well. It kind of just opens up like this, which I think is very flattering, and I do really like that. And I like the front of it. I like that my sports bra is kind of like visible at the front, and I can kind of, you know, mix them around with different sports bras to make different effects and make it like style it differently. And you can layer this so well as well. Like I've done here, I've got purple shorts, purple bra, and then the white top, and it just looks like color blocking, and I just think it's really cute. So all of the prices that you're seeing on screen is the price that it will be if you use my code Bela at checkout, and it's just BELA. If you just use BELA when you go to checkout, the prices that will be on the screen, like the discounted prices, is what it will be with using my code, because my code gets you 10% off the entire website all year round, wherever you are in the world. Like, it's just always works for 10% off, so never forget it. It's just BELA, and you will get 10% off your entire order, no matter when you buy, what you buy. The next item is the velour shorts. So we obviously know the velour sets. I've obviously got a bunch of them. I really like the velour sets, but the short, I'm not too sold on. I think I have to go for a size up, basically. I got a small, but I definitely needed a medium. It's way too short, basically. You can wear it like lower, but then it just looks a bit funny. But if I actually wore it like a normal short, like if I just moved around in it and stuff like that, like it's just already gone so far up. I mean, they are still super duper cute. However, you absolutely need to size up if you're going to get these, because this is just a bit too small for my liking, and you can wear them lower, but then that would just make them like a low-rise short, which I'm personally not a huge fan of. If you're gonna get these shorts, just size up. This is the only thing I would say to you, and obviously you can match it in like the velour sets and stuff. I think as like cute travel short sort of situation, they are super nice and they're super cozy. So yeah, I think this one is like, nah, I'm not really sold on this item, but let's move on because we've got more to show you. Next up, we have the Lena bra, which is super pretty. Like, look at that back. That back is so nice. Really cute little detailing on the back as well. It is really a cute bra for layering, I would say. I think it's really stunning for like layering over the different tops, which I'll show you in a minute as well. Super comfy. Like, this doesn't feel like it's digging in anywhere. It doesn't feel like it's uncomfortable in any sort of location at all. It's not digging in. It's literally just perfect. Not high impact at all. So if you're trying to get like a bra to go running in or any sort of like very high impact sports, I would say give this one a miss. If you want like a bra that is super good for high impact, go Amplify. Amplify will just keep everything in place. So you still absolutely can lift weights in this and it'll like keep everything in place, but it's not going to work if you have bigger girlies and you're going for a run or something like that. This is the color canary yellow, which I think is actually a very pretty yellow. Again, like I said, all of these colors are very vibrant, very bright, very out there, but I do think this yellow is super pretty, especially with a tan. Like during summer, I think it can be absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just wearing a size small, which is my usual size. It is literally, I don't know if I can actually show you, but it's so freaking stretchy. Like it's incredibly stretchy. Moving on to another top as well, because I just thought I'd show you like the little color blocking situation, because this is how I would actually personally wear them. Love this top. This one's probably my favorite top out of the two. I think the other one is like cuter, but this one is a true full length. Yes, literally yes. Thank you, Alphalete Heavens. This one is an actual true full length on me. Like I'm not moving it up. I'm just literally, this is just where it sits, and it does go all the way down. Like my belly button is here, and it does go all the way to the bottom of my stomach area. So this is where I would like usually get bloated and stuff, like down here, and it does actually go all the way down. I've matched it with the yellow bra underneath. So again, this yellow is canary yellow, which is the same as the sports bra, and I'll show you the shorts in a minute, but love this top. I did get a size small as well, so this is perfectly true to size, because I usually am a small in everything, so very true to size. Stick with your regular size. This is the back of it. It is a very simple kind of like racer back tee, but it's just so buttery soft. It is so smooth, so comfy, like, and I love this one so much. I definitely say pick this one up. Again, these are the colors that it will come in on the launch, and don't forget the launch is literally 30 minutes after you watch this video. So once this video goes live, 30 minutes after it, the launch is live. If you want early access and 30 minutes of early access, then just make sure to download the Alphalete app. I'll put it in the description. If you don't get early access and you just go by the normal route and go to their website, then it will be live an hour after this video goes live, because this video is going live at 5 p.m. UK time, and the launch goes live at 6 p.m. UK time. So exactly an hour later. But this is the top. Highly recommend getting it. I think it's one of my top picks of this launch, other than the Contour Amplify shorts, which are my favorite shorts of all of history. Like, you cannot beat these shorts. Nothing is as flattering as these shorts are, and I'm about to show them. So here is the Amplify Contour shorts. I absolutely adore these shorts. I feel like they are so incredibly flattering for the glutes. Like, they just work magic because of the little tiny little mesh thing here that kind of scrunches you in. Personally, don't know how often I'm going to use this yellow version of it, because it's intense. But I do feel like out of all of the yellows that they could have picked, this is the most perfect shade of yellow you can get. It's very much like buttery, pastel, just a very pretty, nice yellow. And as for see-throughness, I mean, you're never going to get perfect see-throughness with yellow because it's such a light color, but I mean, I feel like they have done a pretty decent job. My underwear underneath are very dark as well. They are actually like a really dark red, but you can't really see them. As long as you wear nude thong underwear underneath your, really light colors, you will not see a thing. So if you don't want to be super sheer in the gym, which these honestly are not for a yellow, I feel like this is the most unsheer you're going to get for a very light yellow color ever, without compromising like the design of the leggings and the design of like the short, and also without making the shorts super thick, if you see what I mean, which I personally do not want super thick gym shorts. I want them to be breathable. I want them to be like flexible. I want to be able to move around loads. And if sheerness is really a huge issue to you, even like the tiniest bit of sheerness, then just don't get the light colors, basically. So some honorable mentions. I'm not going to try these on. These are just the bits that I picked up as well. I didn't pick up too much this time round either. But another honorable mention is this is not the baby tee. But there are baby tees coming in new colors. So I'll pop them on the screen here for you to see. We all know how I feel about baby tees. I absolutely love them. Love baby tees. You cannot go wrong with a baby tee. I have too many of them. I literally just stock up on all things baby tees. I have so many of these in the same color multiple times. Not sweat proof though, so that's just something to watch out for. Whereas these tops are a hell of a lot more sweat proof just because of the material. Maybe not sweat proof, but more sweat resistant, I would say, compared to the baby tees. Like the baby tees, you will see sweat, okay? They will be very apparent. But I also feel like that's normal. You're at the gym, you are sweating. Who cares? You know what I mean? I don't really care too much about that. If you are someone who does, then probably get one of these tops. And then also they are coming out with running shorts. I really like the fact that you can layer the Amplify shorts or the wrap shorts underneath the running shorts. I think that's, you know what, that's actually really cute with the bra on top as well. The bra, the shorts, and then also this. And they do come with a mesh layer inside if you just want to wear them on your own, if you don't want to have to put leggings under them. They do come fully meshed out in like a beigey color, so it's going to like neutralize it a little bit and you're not going to see any like underwear lines or anything like that. You know what? If I was a runner, I would absolutely love these shorts, but I am not a runner. As you all know, I do not run. Maybe in HIIT cardio, but long distance running, not for me. However, if you do like running, these are a 10 out of 10. They're actually amazing. You know what? I feel like Alphalete's seriously nailed these. They're really good. I kind of wish I was a runner just to try, like, actually try these out on like a big long distance run. Obviously, I do have the Amplify shorts underneath. That is a really cute little look with having like the yellow sports bra, the yellow shorts underneath, and then these over the top. I actually really like that. I probably still would wear these on their own just to like lounge about in, to maybe run errands in. They are just like nice comfy shorts as well. So premium, I don't even know how to explain it. And this is like sweat wicking but stretchy, which I don't think I've ever felt before. Quite impressed, and I'm not even a runner, so if you are, I think you will actually really like these. So there is also a bunch more stuff releasing. There's leggings releasing, they've got contour leggings. You know what, I'll just pop everything on the screen for you here, and I'll also drop a PDF down below for girls and for boys, and that will be down in the description box below. And it's basically just a huge, like, it's a link to their website that just showcases all of the new things and all of the colors for every single thing you can think of. That will be linked down below for you guys, and everything is on there, all the colors, all the information. There's so many like good men's things launching as well. Don't forget that it launches in 30 minutes or an hour, depending if you get the app or not, and code BELA, Bella, is going to save you 10% on your entire purchase, everything at all. And you can also now stack that with loyalty points. So you can use your loyalty points that you have gained through purchasing through Alphalete, and now you can actually put my code on top of the loyalty points, so you can get even more of a discount. Because obviously if you stack up your loyalty points, you'll be able to get a huge discount, plus my code, an extra 10% off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next YouTube video. I think the next one's going to be like a full week of workouts and also actually I'm going to Turkey in a couple of weeks time, and I was thinking about vlogging the trip, but I don't know if that's something you guys would want to watch. Maybe something along the lines of like how I stay healthy on holiday, and like how I balance out obviously all the yummy holiday food with also kind of keeping on track with my goals and stuff like that. Maybe that's something you want to see. Please comment down below if it is something you would like from me. Anyways, I will see you all next week for the next YouTube video, and yeah, have a good week. Bye.